We all know how frustrating it is to lose safety rank, crashes, contacts at lap 1, retirements, and etc. In this video, I'm going to show you this easy trick to boost your safety rank and to gain it easily in a few weeks. Le Mans Ultimate don't count practice for the safety rank, but from the qualifying it is. So we're going to go with the Mercedes with this qualifying, and what you want to do in the qualifying, now it's raining as well, so I would go much higher with the traction control settings, just to be safe to not spin and crash. So as we drive out of the pits, what you want to do is to hit a little bit the brake, so you warm up a bit the brakes, so your car can react better under braking and etc. Basically, what you want to do in this qualifying is do the qualifying, not as the others tells you. Just do the qualifying, but don't risk anything. You don't want to take the track limit, you don't want to crash in particular, and etc. So you're just gonna do your laps, but very easily, because Le Mans Ultimate counts as well the qualifying laps, and it counts them quite a lot compared to how much they are. So you just want to do your safe laps very easily, don't crash, don't spin, and just do your clean laps. Also, if you accidentally cut a corner or you're risking a track limit, just brake immediately in the qualifying, because you are alone on track, you can brake without risking to make any contact with some others, so just brake so you don't get a track limit. Okay, so we concluded our first lap, we're doing our second lap. We did some mistakes, but our main goal was to keep the car on track, and we're doing it in this way. You need to be very careful in high-speed corners in particular, not to crash, not to spin, so be even more careful in those corners. Okay, so we come in the last two corners, conclude our second lap, that we're not improving, but we did our job. Zero track limits, zero contacts with anything, and we take the second flag, so we gain maximum amount of safety rank possible, and that's already very important. The qualifying matters a lot, and a lot more than you would expect. But to really maximize your safety rank, you have to do a perfect race, or the best race as possible. So let's see how you should manage the race. Okay, so here we are, 30 seconds to the start of the race. We're not gonna do a lot of things, we're just gonna change the tires because it's gonna be dry, the race. But now we're just gonna wait, we're not gonna start driving, we're just gonna wait until the timer gets to 0. And then we're gonna hit start driving. Why we do this? Because by doing this, we will start from the pit lane. Starting from the pit lane will allow us to be absolutely out of trouble in the first laps. So now that the time is over, start driving. So we're just gonna engage and we're gonna wait at the pit exit. Very important, guys, to not pass with the red light, because obviously it's gonna cause us a disqualification from the race already. And here we will avoid all the crashes, all the contacts that at lap 1 happens. What we're gonna do now, as also another car is in the pit lane, probably to do a similar thing to us, or maybe just because he forgot to start the race, so we're just gonna take a little bit of gap, as you can see. So then we can just do our laps completely out of trouble, and we're gonna gain up some positions as well for some crashes, in particular in these lobbies. I just realized I put 4 laps of fuel. I didn't change the qualifying laps, which is a lot crazy. So we will have to pit in the race actually. So as you can see, there are a lot of crashes already in turn 1, some damages surely. So then now that the Ferrari gone, we can take a little bit of gap from the Ferrari, and then we can start driving. Around 5 to 10 seconds you can take as a gap. We're gonna deactivate the speed limiter. Very important at the pit exit, do not cross the white line, okay? We don't get any track limit. And now we can start pushing, but not pushing. We just have to do as we did in quali. We just do our laps very easily, okay? So without taking any risk of crashing, etc. Here I could do much better. Eau Rouge, obviously you have cold tires at the first lap, in the first laps, so be very careful in that. But basically what you're gonna do is do the same thing as you did in quali. Clean laps, without any crashes, and the most difficult thing of the safety rank is to exit from the bronze. Once you exit from the bronze, it's much easier, because you can do this type of strategy but in longer races, so we'll absolutely gain safety rank because there are a lot of laps, and in particular there is also the multiplier, so it will be much easier to gain safety rank. Once you exit from the bronze, it should be very easy. Honestly, I found that in that way. To exit from the bronze is a bit tricky, so you have to do this for a bit of races, but once you exit from the bronze, it will be much easier. So now, guys, we're just gonna do our race very easily, and we're gonna see by the end of the race and let's see what results we can get. Also guys, very important, I forgot to say to you, but basically if you for some reason crash and you have a lot of damages and etc, still try to come back into the pace, repair the damage and conclude the race, because if you DNF, that will cost a lot on the safety rank. But guys, this method works only for who follow me on Twitch, so if you don't follow me on Twitch, it's not gonna work out and you're gonna lose safety rank. But if you follow me on Twitch, okay, I have to stop. But yeah, follow me on Twitch, Minga Racing, because we do a lot of lives from around 7-8 PM in particular UK time, so 9 PM in European time. We have a lot of fun usually, so yeah, make sure to follow me there so you don't miss any of that. We're going to do also the 24 hours of Le Mans, so let's see you by the end of the race. Okay, so we are coming on the very last corner to cross the finish line. As you can see in P13, the results of the safety rank and how much we gained. Always write GG's in the chat. So here we are, we finished P13, we lost 4 positions, quali 3 clean laps, race 8 clean laps. As you can see, it goes up a lot. Now it's not showing the percentage with this new update of Le Mans Ultimate, and you don't gain a lot when you are already gold. But when you're bronze, you can gain a lot. I remember a race, I gained like 48% of safety rank, so it's very easy to go up. So do this for a couple of races and you will see that you will unlock very easily the silver. Once you achieve the silver, is even easier because you go to daily and you select, for example, this one, silver, and as you can see, the safety rank multiplier is 2 per, and in the gold is 3% multiplier. So I hope this was helpful. Let me know if it was. If it was, follow me on Twitch, drop a big like, and see you on track. Bye.